Hello everyone. I was so inspired by two young children this week that I thought I'd share the story with you. And the two children were Luke, who's age 7, and Leah, who is, well, not so young, she's 13. But before I tell you the story, let me just remind you that we have been talking about raising spiritual children and raising children with resilient and long-lasting faith. This incident reminded me of how easy it is to see how spiritual our children are and how practical the outworking of that is. My husband and I were having lunch with Luke and Leah's parents, and the children went to play on the beach in the sand. And suddenly there was a huge downpour and everybody was scrambling to get out of the rain. But not Luke and Leah. They noticed a little boy playing just along the shoreline where the waves were breaking, and he was desperately trying to collect all his toys and his buckets and spades. But the waves kept washing them, and in the pouring rain, they ran over to him and helped him collect all his toys and get everything together and in order. And they came running back to us, soaking wet, and it was really cold, shivering, but with big smiles on their faces. And I just thought, what an exceptional thing to have done. To not think of themselves, but to go over and help this little boy. And to me, it was such a wonderful expression of spirituality. It was such a wonderful expression of their faith, because that's what hanging out with Jesus does. It grows our love for people, because he does that in us, because he loves people so much. They did exactly what Jesus would have done had he been playing on the beach that day. It says in James in the Bible, it says, "Brothers and sisters, what good is it if your faith doesn't produce good works?" So having faith produces good works. And isn't that an easy measure to see whether your children have faith, to see whether your children are in fact spiritual, to see whether they are in fact hanging out with Jesus? Because when they do, they love people. They get better and better at loving people, and loving people sacrificially. So I just thought that was really cool. So be encouraged as you raise spiritual children. They develop a resilient faith, and other people will see that there's something different about your children. Jesus says, other people will know that you are my disciples by the way you love me.